Welcome to this week's edition of Good Business. I'm Joanna Brown, and I have with me Neil Hargreaves, Managing Director of ABQ, a newly established company in a very old industry, tile making. Neil, why are you so confident that your tiles will be able to compete strongly with the very large import market here? Is it simply that you're here in Britain already, and therefore easier to work with?
Undoubtedly that helps a bit. However, retailers were still quite resistant at first. What changed their minds was our state-of-the-art plant, which put us in a position to match our competitors. Customers were uncertain about the superiority of the new production techniques and equipment, but they soon came round when they saw the results. This was especially satisfying as it was at a time when the cost of borrowing was very uncertain, with frequently changing interest rates.
And you're achieving this success primarily with locally sourced raw materials from LCP?
Yes. LCP, who are situated most conveniently just across the road, supply us with most of our clay. We're very happy about this because it cuts out a lot of delivery problems, and it means that we are helping to keep local industry alive. But the reason we use their clay is that it's absolutely the best we could find. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be dealing with them.
There's been tile making on your site for many years. The previous company, Trefoil Tiles, lasted 30 years before finally calling in the receivers. Why did they fail?
Trefoil Tiles' production equipment was old and needed updating in order to keep up with imports, which it realized were increasingly competitive. The company accepted this, but eventually it simply ran out of cash to modernize and didn't manage to find any new sources of investment. When we bought the plant, we demolished it and built the new modern facility, so we're confident we won't have the same financial problems.
Was your present factory site the only one you considered?
No. One we explored was an old brick factory in the southwest. It was a good site with a good water supply, which you need in tile making, and cheap gas and electricity. But the road and rail network was poor, so we felt the operation wouldn't be possible. Pity, because we could have offered good work to people in an area of high unemployment.
Your new factory ran into problems almost immediately, didn't it?
Yes, the production system was very modern, but over half the tiles had to be rejected. They weren't good enough because the production line was pushing them through too fast. We decided a major piece of re-engineering was required, meaning a further investment of £2.5 million, and we're glad we did it. Our factory's now world-class.
You're retaining the brand name Clover from Trefoil Tiles. Why is that?
Well, the quality of our tiles will be recognized whatever their name is, and we didn't think we'd have any trouble becoming well-known in the industry, so changing our name wasn't so important in the end. We like the idea of keeping the old name alive, keeping the history of the industry alive, if you like.
You're keeping your prices very competitive. Are you cutting your profits right down?
I'll tell you how we're doing it. We cut out the middleman. We take our tiles straight to the customer, wherever they are and whatever the size of the order. That means we're quick and we're cheap and we've got healthy margins.
And now, what's your main focus as the MD? What are you concentrating on?
All our efficiency of production, our good financial control, our high-quality products, our cost-effectiveness would count for nothing if we fail to keep up with fashions in tile design. I intend to make sure we have a system for recruiting and commissioning the best tile artists in the world. That's my present focus.
Well, thank you.
That is the end of part 3. You now have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to your answer sheet.